Okay. Hi. Well, I'm going to wait till somebody shows up. I'm early, but I'm so anxious about whether this is, I still have reservations about my live stream working. And I do apologize to anyone who came during the last, not the last one, but the previous 3 sessions that I tried to have. I didn't realize that my internet was too slow. And consequently, um, it didn't work. And it took a little while for me to figure that out, as well as, there we go, so that I could install internet that worked. So here it is, and welcome to the show. This is, hello, yay, there's someone here. I can't believe it. Hi there, Katarina. Good, yes, Sirka and Katarina, 2 C's are here. So let's just give it a little while. If anyone else shows up, I'll give the instructions in case you're wondering how this is going to work. It seems to me that the best way is for you simply to submit your question, and then I will rifle through the chat, in the chat, and take them as I see them come in, or hopefully I haven't skipped over them. I will try my best not to skip anybody. Other than that, we'll wait for a little while. There's still only 2 here. But if Katrina or Surka, if you have any questions, why don't you submit them now? And then at least I'll have them there. I'm going to use, of course, the Weight Rider deck, because I always use the Weight Rider deck, the one that I've had for like 35 years. They are worn out, but still functional. I'm going to go through here and make sure that they're all upright, and then I'll insert some reversals as we go there. And I also have another deck. It's called The Path of the Soul. And I like very much the guidance provided by this deck. It seems to me to be highly illuminated. Let's just say that. So, The Path of the Soul Destiny Cards by Cheryl Lee Harnish. I like that deck too. It helps me to sort of hone in on the vibrational, energetic mood of the guidance that's coming through. So, and then there's this other deck also that I'm going to try, if need be. We'll see. And it simply, goodness, it simply gives another kind of vibratory message as well. So we'll see. Maybe we'll use that one too, but we'll constrict it primarily to the Weight Rider deck because I love it. I love the Weight Rider deck. All right. Hello, Paper Buttons. What a beautiful name. Hi, Paper Buttons. Hello. And we have Elton Cannon. Hello. I've missed you all too. Sarah's here. Hello, Sarah. And Anta Ran. Patricia. Hello, Patricia. How are you? So we'll just give it a few moments. And then, as I said, maybe before some of you got here, I think the best way is for you, if you have any questions, or if you simply want a kind of guidance for the week, or maybe even for the month, or for tomorrow, or for any kind of circumstance or incidences that you're confronting. This is a single card reading. So, but sometimes I add, from another deck, a single card. But I try to give you an overview of your circumstance. So it could be about anything. Your questions can be about anything. So let me look. Nothing yet. Oh, I see. You love paper crafting. That's beautiful. There's some beautiful works of art made out of paper I've seen in many museums. All right, so paper buttons. I love paper crafting, and that's where the name comes from. The angel cards was this one. These are the ones I used last time. The Path of the Soul. Destiny cards by Cheryl Harnish. I find them very poignant, and they always seem to address the question at hand in a way that is very creative. So yes, I like that. And then I'll just use this other one just in case. So I hope everyone has been well. It's been absolutely beautiful here in Florida. I teach yoga on the beach, and there's been no red tide this year, thankfully, and the weather is beautiful. I hope the weather is good around your home too, wherever you may live. All right. All right, Elton, finally, we've got a question. The question is from Elton, like Elton John. Trouble getting health documents approved. Will I get it? Will you get it approved? All right. So thank you, everyone, again, for keep coming in. Submit your questions. I'm going to shuffle to answer Elton's question about health documents. Thank you for all your support, too. If you need a longer reading by any chance, there's a link I provide below if you would like a 4-card spread, or several of the other readings that I have, in case this reading doesn't suffice to answer your concern. So let's actually reverse a couple here for you, Elton. Pins and needles. And as I said, last one of our sessions, an interesting thing happens in group telepathic interactions. Sometimes an answer that I may be giving to one person can actually have relevance for others in the group, one or more. So keep that in mind. When you hear a reading for someone and it resonates with you, don't be surprised. It's just the way telepathy works. It's contagious. So, Elton, good. Here we go. Let's see. The Hermit. Will you get it? The Hermit. Oh, let's see. is Virgo. The Hermit is Virgo energy. When it comes to health, Virgo is obsessed. They are obsessed with health concerns, their own health, eating well or not eating well, or deviating from eating well, or deviating from taking care of their body, the body and food, and the overall health issues of the body are very central to the Virgonian energy. Now, Virgos are also pedantic, matter of fact, detailed. So what it's saying is that you have to be methodical. You have to dot your I's and cross your T's religiously when you're doing this. And you sort of have to, the Hermit is a card of faith. I have to have deep conviction that everything is going to turn out exactly right for you. But overall, I believe that yes, with the Hermit, this Virgo, what's another word for it? Almost sort of like a Virgos can be psychologically obsessive. So don't obsess too much about it. Don't go overboard, but rely on your intellectual and intellectual discernment, and being pedantic, being very detailed. And I think that, yes, is the answer to your question, Elton. All right. So, all right. Anta, well, you're trying to get pregnant. Oh, isn't that beautiful? All right. And you might need some advice. Well, the Destiny card might be something that we could try first. And I'll shuffle it for you and hold in your heart the image of the child that you want. And I very much believe in the manifestation of dreams that are held deeply and emotionally. Very much. This is the almost the law of the universe and manifestation. And so in your heart of hearts, you have to have a deep conviction and belief in your future child. Let's see what kind of advice you're going to be given here. So, my dear, what a beautiful card you received. See it? You can't read it. I'll read it for you, but it's beautiful. It has someone holding her hands out, open, palm curved. This is, when you hold out your hand like this is an ancient gesture in which you ask for what you truly need, and then it pours into your hand from the divine. So she's holding out her hands both in front of her, and the card says, shower of abundance. To heal your situation, first give us your worries about the situation. Then your angels, your guardian angels, will guide you in order to show you how to create and accept abundance. I guess they're going to show you how you deserve it. We don't get what we don't feel we deserve. We have to first feel we absolutely deserve it, are ready for it, and can take the responsibility of it very seriously. So your guardian angel is saying, we will work together and your situation will heal as fast as you'll allow. That's very beautiful. I'll also pull a card from the Weight Rider deck as well. So let's just shuffle. Oh, look at all the people in. Oh, that's so nice. So nice. You're welcome, Elton. You're welcome. Oh, you like my skirt? Yes, it's a lot of fun. I think fashion can make you feel certain ways, and I like to wear things that make me feel happy, light, sweet. All right, continuing for you to see about the pregnancy still. What advice? The Empress. Look at the Empress. The Empress is, we got this last session we had together. She's so beautiful. She's the symbol of divine femininity, the divine feminine, dealing with deep compassion, the ability to nurture, to care for unconditionally, to create a warm and loving home, and to stay practically rooted in the material world at the same time. She is eternally pregnant because she represents Mother Nature. She has a pregnancy pillow behind her, which is and was a symbol of pregnancy. So she's eternally pregnant, eternally fecund. She's always reproducing. So it's an embrace of your femininity without shame, without equivocation. So that's the advice for you. All right, I hope that is of some help to you, darling. And I wish you all the best with that. All right. And thanks for liking my skirt, Sarah. All right, L Best. No, wait a minute here. I'd like to do this in the order that I see them. All right, so we had the pregnancy. The next one under that, paper buttons. Your name is Celeste, and you would like to know any energy guides for your week. All right, energy guides. We'll pick a destiny card and then also a other card, just because I like these cards so much, and they help me to kind of focus in on the symbols of the Weight Rider deck afterwards too. So let's shuffle. Okay. I want to make sure I don't get lost in this. So just a general reading, energy guidance for the week. All right. All right. It says cleanse and detoxify. With great love and respect, we ask you to detoxify your precious and sensitive body. At your request, your guardian your guardian angels will help you to develop life affirming ways to deal with stress, as well as ease any sorrow at shedding your old ways. Give your cares, worries, and concerns to your guardian angels and feel the beautiful grace of your newly purified body. So, carrot juice for you all week. No sugar, nothing bad, and lots of exercise and fresh air. That seems to be the advice of Spirit for you, darling, this week. And I've been taking that advice myself, trying to eat as not that I don't always try, but sometimes I need to make a special effort, you know. Here we go. Let's see now. Down here, documents, pregnancy, general. All right, Sarah, your dad has become very cold and clinical, always speaking from the level of mind. How can I open his heart? What a beautiful question. What a beautiful question. Let's see. I'll do the Weight Rider deck for you. All right. My father was an Aquarian, and he was very intellectual as an air sign. And he would show his love and affection primarily through gifts of money and his time and his laughter. But rarely would he be emotionally open. Air signs, especially men as they age, tend to become colder and more, I suppose, unyielding. Let's see what you can do, Sarah, about that, if anything. If anything. The Hangman. That's an interesting philosophical card. All of the major arcana cards are fascinating, really. Not that all of them aren't, but primarily the major arcana, because they deal with profound psychological states of mind. And the Hangman is a card that shows our protagonist hanging upside down with a halo around his head. And when you see this card, what do you think about when you see something upside down? Well, that it's not it's not righted. It's not righted. But it's showing that your father is not ill. His intent is not negative or ill towards you. It's simply that he is unable to express he's upside down. So in other words, the heart is turned around because he can't bear the profound feelings. He doesn't know how to deal with the feelings. So the Hangman is asking, what can you do is to see this, to see this in a new way, to see your father in a new way, and to not fight him or in no way oppose his mindset or how he presents himself, but simply in your heart of hearts, not to battle it anymore, but to let it be. The hangman is suspended. It's suspended, animated. He's sort of between worlds. It's an attitude of accepting things without wanting to change them directly, and just changing them internally in your own mind will then help to change the chemistry. He may not ever be able to express the halo, the goodness that surrounds his head and his well-intentioned attitude, his well-intentioned attitude. Simply let it be, let him be. Change yourself, how you react to him. And react to him, even, it's, if you've ever seen someone trying to train a vicious dog, they simply let the dog attack. And they show them that they don't have any fear. And in being calm and kind in return to the aggression, to the coldness, is the advice that Spirit is giving you. All right. Patricia. Hello, Patricia. You're moving due to stressful circumstances in your personal life. Will this move improve my situation for the future? All right. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, Patricia. I've been through things like that myself, where you move literally away from a situation, putting distance between yourself and it, and hoping for a cure. Well, let's see what Spirit has to, what comment Spirit has for you. And then maybe I'll even give you a destiny card as well. And thank you, everyone, for coming. Thank you. I find these, now that I have internet that works, something I really look forward to it. And I'm glad it's working. And thank you for being here, being so patient while I read for everyone. And as I said, some of the advice and information that's coming from spirit guides, your own spirit guides, may be similar to others who are in by sheer chance, as they say, here with you in this group. It could be. So let's see. So is this move, Patricia, I guess Patricia's, I remember, be something that will aid you in overcoming the, oh, look at this. The Tower. That couldn't be a more dramatic answer to your question, and so apropos, because if you don't know the Tower, or if there's others that don't, just let me briefly explain. The Tower is the Tower of Babel, really. That comes from the Bible, where the conceit and hubris of mankind wanted to build a tower to heaven with brick and mortar, as opposed to spiritual things. And so that Tower of Babel was built on tenuous, insecure, and faulty foundations. So it was bound to fall. It was bound to crumble. So everyone is leaping out of the tower because a lightning bolt has just struck the crown and set it afire, ablaze. It's a very desolate scene. So, in fact, there's a suddenness to it. Everything falls apart suddenly. And you literally leap out the window to save yourself. And so it's an endorsement of the move that it needed to happen, that it was destined to happen, that it was a part of how the lack of genuine emotional mortar that would have kept that structure together was not real. It was, like when they build a building and they cut back on the materials because they're trying to make a profit. So that even though the structure looks beautiful from the outside, the material it's made with is faulty. And so it's destined to be destroyed. So that's what Spirit is saying. It's a tough time right now. The time when when the previous structure, what you've known, what gave you security, what you had invested in is destroyed. And now you simply have to take a huge leap towards the future. Let's see what the Destiny card has for you as well. I think that would be important. We just had this. Isn't it interesting that cleanse and detoxify, but instead of your body, maybe your body as well. It's detoxify yourself of what has been. Emotional detoxification is necessary right now for you to heal. Maybe even physical body detoxification, cleansing. You need a cleansing so that your body can heal and repair itself. So your mind and your heart can repair itself. That's your advice. All right. So Al Best, partner in hospital, 81, took care of mother at home in hospice who left last year. Wonder if there's a card for what the long-term future holds. Well, all right. I'm sorry to hear that. Sorry to hear that about your partner. We have so many deep situations to deal with sometimes, as we sojourn through life, as we journey through life, through all our events. There are times that seem, at least, so much more stressful and difficult. And that's when we are tested. Our spirit is tested the most. So let's see if there's any general guidance for you. Ace of Wands is very good. Ace of Wands. This is Aries, Aryan energy, as well as aces represent all the fire signs. That is, the wands represent all the fire signs, but it's predominantly Aryan energy, which is starting all over. The first go, but having profound energy to do so, and being inspired. And there's a certain naivety also that goes with Aryan energy. They're the first sign. So it's interesting, we come into existence via Cancer, but then we immediately go to Aries, because Aries is the baby, the child, just learning, just starting his adventures. So there's something about starting all over for you, and having the spiritual guidance and spiritual energy to do it. And the Ace of Wands is a very creative card. It says that you might want to consider doing something creative on your own for yourself, as a means to give you the energy to start again, to not ignore your creativity, your natural creativity. I can't express to you how much energy there is. It's spring. It's flowers springing up from the earth that's been asleep. That's been they thought of winter as death, and spring as the return. Penelope, she would return to life, return to the earth, bring life back to the earth. So there's this energy for you, which is awesome, by the way. All right. Winnie wants to be a multimillionaire next year. You must be a Bitcoiner. Will you be, right? Will you be a millionaire? Now there's a question, bold and without any spiritual pretensions, right? Am I going to be a millionaire? Well, why not, right? It's never too late to buy Bitcoin. That's what I say. There's a good possibility you may be in a year or so. Yes. Okay. Stay away from stocks and bonds. All right. Hermit. Well, if you are going to be a millionaire, it's going to be kind of lonely up there on the millionaire stack of money all by yourself. So if there is any success, it's something that you have to kind of stand on your own. You have to do something and you stand on your own. This is also has a sort of highly intellectual kind of almost effeteness. You know what an effete is like? When you're a snob. You're an intellectual snob. There's a bit of that in the hermit. He's reached a certain pinnacle, and when you aspire to be wealthy, then you certainly do aspire to be on sort of this financial summit. But it's lonely up there. That's the only warning it gives. It's just a little lonely being so wealthy. Although it doesn't need to be. People start to get suspicious of their friends. All right. Oh, that's nice, Winnie. Hello, Winnie. Yes, watch you for years, and you want to be a multimillionaire. I love that. Oh goodness, you'll make it fine, Donald. But why not? Why not pull a card to see something about the trip? I'm sure you'll be fine, but that's a long journey. Where is it again? Let me check this. Where? Michigan. Michigan. I used to live in Michigan. My parents moved from Canada to Michigan, Farmington Hills. You must know it if you're going up there. But we used to drive. My dad used to drive us, the family, down here in the winter to Florida. And it was a fun drive, really, lots of fun. So I enjoyed it tremendously. But it is a long drive, and you must be very careful. But let's see what, I'll put a few reversals in for you, Donald. All right, see what comment Spirit has about your journey, your trip to my home state, my old home state. The Seven of Swords. Huh. Well, before I put it back, the Seven of Swords, you know, when I was when I had my first show on YouTube with my partner, and this would come up, we'd call this the sneaky card. Where you'd be very sneaky, you have to be sneaky in somewhere, or clandestine, or in the the dark of the night, something stealth. I don't know why this card should come up for you about your trip, but sort of like sneaking, getting away quick, doing it, being very strategic and stealth. Strangely enough, kind of doing something in the background, behind the scenes, or not overt, not direct. There, but so it doesn't seem that there's anything to be concerned with during the trip. It's just that there's something mysterious, like doing it without being too public about it, something like that. I don't know why. I hope it has some relevance, but that's certainly what I feel from it. All right. Sarah says, happy, light, and sweet sounds like a perfect cocktail. Isn't that nice? Can you get a free reading? This is about that, silly. These are free readings. Single card, free readings. You submit a question. That's how it works. You're welcome, Anta. Katarina, you want to know if you are on the right path to find abundance and peace and love for yourself and your family on legal issues, specifically legal issues. So the path you're asking about is about some legal issues. Is that right? Hopefully that's right. If that's right, then I'll just approach it as if that's what you mean. Let's legal issues. All right. So thank you everyone for being here, by the way. I appreciate it very much. I'm going to be doing these free readings at least 2 or 3 times a week, I think. Then I can work it around my schedule because 5 o'clock is a convenient time for me, at least. And these readings are point specific. If you need a reading that embellishes your on your topic or issue, then the way to support these readings is, of course, to go to my website and go to the shop, and you'll see all kinds of readings that are available for you from there, including the 4-card spread that I used to use for the 6 years that I was on this particular channel, and many others as well. But that's how you can support me if you feel you can. And these free readings are just a way for us to share spontaneously the tarot between us. All right. Right path. Again, you'd like to know if you're on the right path to find abundance and peace and love for you and your family on legal issues. Here we go. Page of Wands. Page of Wands. Fire and water. It's fire and water. So it's not pure fire, it's water as well. So there's a very youthful energy involved here. Something about bringing a lot of creativity into the situation, youthful energy into the situation, and because it's fire and water, which are opposite elements, they're not complementary. It leads to a certain amount of emotional disquiet at first. So, but it's not negative in any way. No, I don't mean to imply that, but there's a certain it's hard to deal with it emotionally somehow. It's that pages are youthful. They're naive in some ways. They haven't been through enough experiences yet, but it says that there's a lot of fire in the trajectory of the events involved in this issue. So it's extremely positive in that regard. Just you have to manage your the emotions of the family and yourself, because they can be a little volatile. But the drive, the ambition is there, and so it feels extremely positive for me in that regard. Peace comes from when you balance the elements. So more intellectual clarity with the fire, and more down pragmatic building a foundation. This is necessary for the water part of this fire water combination. So it isn't, but there's a lot of catalyst here. So a lot of energy here. And yes, youthful peace, youthful love, is sort of like full of excitement. There's something exciting about this card. All right. Oh, thank you for the thumbs up. I don't know how to conduct to go from one mode of thinking into another. About asking you to subscribe and like and all that. But please do, so that other people can come here next time, and maybe we can help them too. Oh, that's nice to know, Sarah. My dad and your dad then are very much alike, Sarah. Yeah, it's mine was the Aquarius. He had what did he have? He had Virgo rising. So he was a formidable foe if you needed, if you never wanted to be his enemy, that's for sure. RJ, first of all, I am. First, let me read that. Hello, dear Ava. Lovely to see you, and thank you for your present. That's nice. Hi, Ava, with RG's saying, hi, Ava. Will abundance start to flow again? All right, why not? Just give you a card. Will abundance start to flow again? Innocent enough question, right? Innocent enough. Let's see. Queen of Pentacles. Yes, abundance will start to flow again. It's a happy home. It's having security. The home is where abundance, and it doesn't always need to be about money, but about the love that can be experienced within the walls of your home, creating a beautiful, welcoming, loving home. That's where abundance is to be had. Oh my goodness. I'm glad to hear it, Patricia. I'm glad. So I will know what my spirit guide's message is for me, please. Where are you from? I am. Where are you from? Let me, and God's daughter, hello, hi. El Best, she says it resonates. You're welcome. God's daughter, should I buy the book of Happy Mind, Happy Life? That doesn't seem like an appropriate question, darling. If you'd like it, buy it. Oh, thank you, I am. Oh, that's sweet. Well, I hope to once people discover that I actually overcame my technical uh, uh, inadequacy, and that these things are actually, my live stream works, um, then perhaps they'll start coming back. But it was my fault for being so inept, really inept. I am Norway. Is that what you mean? Nor way, Norway? Oh, it's a yes or a no question. So I don't know where is it? All right. Yes or no? Yes. A happy family celebrating under a rainbow, 10 of cups. Yes. Buy it. It might help tremendously. All right. We gave you a message. I am. Yes. Norway. Jajelskadai. Jajelskadai. I think that's how to say, I love you, right? I used to live in Copenhagen for a while near Tivoli Garden. I did. Oh, RJ, that's very nice of you. Thank you I'm grateful for your message and for your time and giving us and sharing your gift. I had so much loss. This is a lovely message. Love to you all too. Love, 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 love. So I'll take only one more question if you have it, and then figure an hour each time, or at least until there's more people. If I figure we could do it for an hour or two once that it gets popular, and then, as I said, you can come back here and ask a sort of general question about what kind of energies should I be looking for the week, for the month, for tomorrow. So you could make this even a regular event by getting a little counsel before the week starts. Sundays are a good day for me to do this. I teach yoga on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday, and so the other days I don't teach. Oh, DMX twice. Let me see it. I'll try to. Where is it? Will Leo contact you again? I'm sorry I missed it. I apologize. Okay. Leo, I think you mentioned this before, darling. I'm not sure, but it sounds familiar. You must be having relationship issues, right? So about Leo, let's see what the cards might say. Okay. The Four of Swords. So this is a soldier who's just come back from battle. Traditionally, in ancient times, each soldier had a coffin made for him or her, for him, because there was a high probability that they wouldn't be returning alive. But when they did return alive, then this card depicts the soldier laying upon his coffin, meditating about what he's been through. It's a brief hiatus from the issues surrounding Leo. And so it's a profound state of healing, mental recalibration, reset. There's a mental reset that needs to take place, either in you or in him or them. Leo being a male name. So the issue seems to be one of, you see, the soldier is isolated in deep meditation because the battle, the intensity, the emotional and mental intensities and stresses are on the outside of the church that the coffin he's laying on resides. Still, the battle goes on outside, but he's away from it to contemplate about it and to become more spiritually evolved. So again, a hiatus in which there's tremendous healing taking place. So will he come? Will he return? If this represents him, then there's a return to heal, to learn, to develop spiritually. If you're the protagonist, then you're taking a break to heal, to learn, to become more aware of what happened. So I hope that helps. All right, what do we have here now? Yeah, D-Max. That was for D-Max. All right, so RG. Oh, don't worry about the 7. No, don't. I find the 7 of Swords, before we go on, I find the 7 of Swords funny. There, swords have a bad rap, really. There's just as important in the entire fabric of life. The mind is an important part of life. It's an intellectual, mind-oriented symbol. And a lot of decks or cards or tarot information about the swords is, I think, wrong. There's no evil in the mind. The mind can go astray, but it's necessary for the conduct of a well-lived life. And so this journey might be something where you have to stay very alert, aware of your surroundings, and be intellectually sharp. That's what it means. There's nothing to fear about that. That's what you should do when you travel. So I think the last thing I'll do here is what seems to be important here is RG. You're welcome, Donald. You're welcome. RG. Ava, would you pull a card for my husband? He's struggling. That's all right. All right. Well, let's just pull a destiny card too. I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sorry to hear that. Whenever our loved ones are struggling, as you say, in whatever way, It often pulls something out of us, our empathy. Um, it makes us hurt as much as they. All right. So let's see. He's struggling. I don't know why, but I'll read it to you. The card that was pulled for you is life purpose. The purpose of your life is to serve in a way that brings great joy to yourself and others. Don't worry about finding your purpose. Instead, focus upon serving a purpose. Focus upon serving a purpose. And then your purpose will serve you. All right, let's pull a card. We'll have to digest that for a while, right? Some of these things are, we have to contemplate, so to see what relevance it has to our situation. And we have the Ace of Swords, struggling. Sword is again, the mind, an idea, thoughts, being inspired by an idea. Sometimes it can be aggressive. Swords, again, have dual meanings, but it can be, you cut through things with truth. So sometimes it can feel as if it's coming from a place of aggression, but truth is often difficult. Some kind of truth must be expressed. It's the expression of truth. It's talking. It's communicating truth, communicating ideas. Fresh, new ideas. Embracing new ideas seems integral to this situation, to whatever's surrounding the struggle. I hope that helps. All right. Oh, that's a good. Oh, goodness. All right, look, Patricia, you're late to the game, but I was going to say that I was going to quit, but all right. Now that you're here, welcome. Thank you for coming. Ava, kindly pick a card for me. I'm in a big dilemma. Can I trust someone who currently shown interest for marriage? Thank you for your favorable consideration. All right, well, I'll do it. I'll do it for you. Let's see what the destiny card, if there's anything it has to, that the spirit guide might want to speak directly to the issue. We'll see. Let's see what we haven't used this deck for a while. Suddenly felt like I wanted to. So let's see what this one. So it says, you can never really teach a warrior about the unknown with words. You must use experience. If you look into the eyes of a woman of power, you may catch up with her a little. She has years of truth ahead of you. However, her eyes can quicken you like a river heading towards the rapids. Open yourself with love, not with understanding. You cannot love with your mind. Listen from your heart. If a camel is walking down a path and another camel passes him, the first camel will go faster to keep up. This is how power works. Don't learn everything with your mind. Quicken your spirit by letting go of your attachments and move to a stronger vibration of power. Trust yourself. Listen to your heart, not your mind. Don't analyze it. Feel it. That's the advice. Very good advice. All right. You're welcome, Patricia. You're welcome. All right, Sue. Sue, you'll be the last one then. And then we'll stop. Usually I'm going to set this up so that I'll come around 5 o'clock in the Eastern Standard Time. I live in Florida. And it seems to be the most opportune time for me. I hope it is for you too. I can experiment a little bit after we get started with this, after you get used to me coming in. I want to do it again about 3 times a week. And if you need a longer reading, or if it's a way for you to be introduced to my style of reading, since I don't have my show on YouTube as I did for almost 8 years, so hopefully there'll be new people here who aren't familiar with my style of reading. And so this gives you a kind of introduction to that. And what I'm doing right now, oh, I'm sorry about that, I am. I'll do that for you right now, okay? I am, because I don't want you to be upset. We'll do that for you. Then I'll do Sue. One for Sue and one for you, I am. All right. For I am. I missed her for some reason, her question. This is going to happen because they're coming in. And I might, as I peruse them, I might miss it. So it's good to remind me if I do. I don't mean to do that. It's just par for the course, I guess. Shower of abundance again. This came up before. As I said, these readings are pertinent not only to you, but sometimes to everyone else. Again, shower of abundance to heal your situation. First, give your worries and your concerns about either money. Particularly, it's addressing money and financial situations. So your guardian angels want you to surrender your worries if it's concerning financial worries, and they want to give you guidance to show you how to be creative and accept abundance. Yes, you have to be accepting of abundance. A lot of people, it's amazing what kind of schizophrenia almost we have about wealth, about abundance, because we don't want to feel as if we're not spiritual by wanting to have a beautiful home, a beautiful life of abundance. But it isn't. It depends entirely on what you do within that abundance, what you do with your abundance, you see? But you have to feel that you deserve it, that you have the right to it. That's what this is saying. All right. That was for you, I am. And then for Sue, again, you wanted general guidance for you. Now, Sue, one more. So there we go. And then I'll pull the card. Relationship. Your primary relationship is with yourself and God. And every other relationship follows from there. To attract, to heal, or abundance, or to balance, or to balance a relationship, it's necessary for you, again, to trust, to snuggle more closely with your loving Creator. As you feel safe and loved within, so shall your other relationships bloom and prosper. Isn't that beautiful? Absolutely beautiful. And one more for you, Sue, and then we'll end the stream, and hopefully maybe I'll come back on Tuesday at 5. Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords. Believe in your ideas. Believe in your truth. Don't be afraid to speak your truth. Be bold and embrace new ideas, new opportunities, which seem to be right on the horizon. So that's that. I want to thank everyone for coming. Thank you very much. And what do you like, share, subscribe? I think this week is when I'm going to be starting my Patreon, further additions to the Patreon page. It's $5 a month. It's another way to support these free readings. But I'm going to be going through the Jane Roberts, Seth Speaks. These are channeled works from an entity named Seth. In my experience, my metaphysical reading experience, I've never come across anything more profound in its ability to describe our inner world of thoughts and feelings, the spiritual multidimensionality of who we are. And we're going to be exploring that there. And I thought the best way to do this is not to push this on you for those who are not interested in such subjects, but for the few who are, to create a family of spiritual seekers there. And so what I'll do is I'll read I'll read the chapters and discuss them. And then you can give me your questions about them and we'll discuss it. So that's my hope, is to create a sort of salon, like those Parisian salons that they had at the turn of the previous century. We thought a very romantic period in history, intellectually, So thank you very much. And that will come probably starting this week. I've already got, of course, the As a Man Thinketh, the first book that I thought was important for us to launch with, and then I'll do the Seth Speaks probably starting this week. And so I'll leave a link below for that, and a link below for the Grand Central Healing.com is my website. And there you can find all my various readings in the shop. I don't have any tuning forks yet. When I stopped my previous show, I also stopped ordering them. I'll order them again and see if there's if this gets popular enough. Maybe you'll also like to order some tuning forks, which are a healing with a sound, the power of sound for healing. But that will come later. Anyway, thank you. All my love. Namaste. And I'll see you in a couple of days. Thank you. All right. But I do have to get up, go over there, and turn it off. There's no other way to do this. All right. Let's see. There we go.